Okay, I'm going back to listen to this, but this is Maria Chung Willoughby. For those of you that know, you know. I am running a test run of a senior computer class that I'm going to do tomorrow. So I'm just going to just put it here, and if someone can use it in the future, that's great as well. It's brought to you by the Art of Good, formerly incorporated as an administrative services. Um, so with the senior computer class, the introduction, again, sometimes it can be a little intimidating, especially if you didn't grow up with computers. So this is just a quick and easy starter, and just remember, you got this, absolutely. Some of the goals with the senior computer class are to discuss the common uses for computers, the basic operating systems, components of the hardware, components of the software, different types of computers, and learn a little bit about the students that are in the class as far as if they have accessibility needs and that type of thing. And just wanted to mention, I discussed earlier that it can be a little daunting for some just because they didn't grow up with computers. This day and age, everybody's grown up with it. You have 3 year olds that are doing it, but we're going to start from the beginning. And just remember, just a word of encouragement to you, that what seems impossible today will one day be your warm up. It'll be the norm for you every morning when you get up to do these things or to look at these things and review them. So always keep it going. And the design that you see here is an original design that I created. And there's a cute little mug that goes with it so that you can remember when you start every day that what seems impossible today will one day definitely be your warm up. So, again, the last goal would be to learn a little bit about the students, find out if they need accessibility options. There are different options that are available, which make things a little bit easier as far as learning. Some common uses for computers. Computers are used for education, research, inspiration, communication, entertainment, data processing, and administrative things. The first thing that we'll discuss a little bit are the common uses for computers are education. Through education on the computer, you can get online learning, some research. There's interactive lessons and digital classrooms. Much like I hope that the goal of this will be eventually be a digital classroom um, on the YouTube channels for Art of Good and for Zenit Admin. But right here is all me. This is part of my endeavor for Christian Connection. Someone did ask me for a class, so this is just a run through, just to kind of get it all out of my system. One of the goals for teaching the beginner computer class in the education section, the end goal will be that goals will be one, that we complete an online course and receive a certificate, and that's through one of the more well-known online classroom platforms that give certificates, and also to complete a typing game for fun and learning, because typing is the basic part of using a computer. And so even if it's the most basic skill or the lowest, the lowest speed per minute, it's okay as long as you get started. Another common use for computers is research. Again, this is a beginner computer class for seniors, so there may be health issues and symptoms that you may want to research to see what it is that could possibly be wrong, so that you have a little bit of knowledge before you go in to see a doctor. So, one of the goals for the research portion would be for us to get together and maybe put in your symptoms through a symptom checker, and find out what it may be that may be causing you this ailment. And another thing that we can do also under research, um, seniors a lot of times have a little bit more time, and if they're blessed enough to be able to still be very mobile, they might like to cook. So we'll look at some websites where we can research, different recipes based on what you already have in your cabinet or cupboard. So I think that's pretty cool. Next common use for computers is inspiration. A lot of times when we go through our daily day-to-day life and living, we need a little pick-me-up. A lot of us, especially us older people, we grew up in church, the real church, that is Bible based, and the Bible. So the end goal for that would be to have an online Bible study. And we can have it in person, but just use the Bible online. And there's a bigger goal coming for that in the end, and that's communication is another common use for computers. Um, emails, instant messages, social media, Zoom. So we can eventually, when we go graduate from the point where we're actually just using the Bible on the computers, we're going to graduate to where we're doing it a Bible study where you and I are not face to face, but we're on Zoom and we're sharing, our thoughts and our sentiments and our experiences about the Bible via Zoom. And I thought that would really be excellent. Another common use for computers is entertainment. For our seniors, a lot of the movies and things that you grew up on aren't so much readily accessible, so you think. But a lot of those movies now, instead of having to pay Netflix or Amazon to watch these movies, you have access to them for free on the public domain. And the end result of this, I'm hoping, is that we'll be able to watch one of these movies that perhaps one of our senior students would enjoy and have a discussion about it on the computer in the public domain, right? And so some of the basic functions that I want to make sure that you guys are able to do before the end of this class is to be able to turn on a computer. Also, be able to research websites and access them, and bookmark your favorite websites for easy access in the future. Okay, so just to review some of the everyday uses of computers, our education, we'll explore typing and other games and online classes and getting a certificate so that you'll have that available to you if you decide to share it with friends and family members, or if you decide that you want to do a part-time job or something. Um, Microsoft Word, software programs, journaling, and letters. Um, and we'll also discuss some of the alternatives, free alternatives to some of those software programs that are helpful to us. Ease of use, I talked about accessibility options. If you have problems seeing or hearing, there are things on a computer that you can do to make it a lot easier for you, right? Inspirational research, we talked about the Bible, we talked about Supercook for the recipes, health, WebMD, and communications through Zoom. So tomorrow, like I said, will be an excellent day for us to get together and do this. I'm going to be doing this in person, and depending on how well it goes, I'll get takeaways from that. I'll streamline this. Tonight it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have to get up and be somewhere in the morning. But I just wanted to at least have an idea of how I would feel about the flow. So that's the general flow of things. If there are things for viewers that I hear that are not related to seniors, you don't have to be a senior, right? But that you would like to see or like me to include when I finalize a little presentation for a class, let me know and I'll definitely do that for you. I love you guys. Peace.